What's up, y'all? Welcome to Daddy J's Will It Burrito! That's right, we're gonna make food, put it on a burrito shell, wrap it up, see if the burrito shell holds, and if it actually tastes good, because, well, wrapping it is one thing, but the taste, that's where it's at. Today's ultra low budget production is going to be done inside my kitchen. It will involve breakfast foods. Or will it? There's a good possibility that we will be going through and having a highly fun adventure filled with salsa, eggs, rice, and maybe, just maybe, carrots? The recording format is going to be disjointed as there are frequent pauses inside of this, so bear with me. If you've gotten through the first introductory period, get ready to get cooking. We're going to make some awesome burritos this morning. Or we're going to make a really nasty burrito this morning. Let's meet our cast. We have eggs. We have desert pepper black bean dip. Spicy. We have extra hot Tabasco. Scorpion pepper. Not really sure if that reads well. Yeah. We have minute rice. Like I can make rice in a rice cooker. In this case, I like the fact that it already has onions, green peppers, and jalapenos already mixed into it, and it only takes a minute to cook. Yeah. We have Greek yogurt, because, well, it's breakfast, and, well, yogurt goes with breakfast, even though you could really eat yogurt whenever. And Greek yogurt is kind of, I don't know, it's just not really a breakfast food, but it can be. Anyway, we're going to use that as a substitution for sour cream. Lastly, for ingredients, otherwise known as the cast, we're going to go through and throw in some fresh baby carrots. Again, not something that you'd normally want to mix with jalapeno rice, but we're going to see what happens. I got a lot of carrots, so we're going to see what the hell happens when I go through and mix these all together. And once we get to that point, I will go through and break out the awesome burrito shell, which brings it all together and makes it into this nice, portable, carrying container that we can chow down on. We're going to be doing this all in the handy-dandy cast iron skillet. It's eggs, so we don't really want them to stick, but at the same time, I'm going to be probably scrambling these up a little bit. Still going to grease the pan, and in this case, we're going to go through and grease it with Crisco. I don't have any bacon grease on hand to go through and do it up in there, so Crisco is going to be our second best option. So let's get greasing. Oh yeah, we're going to grease this thing up until it's got a nice, good shine to it. So watch as we grease. I'm going to go in a clockwise motion. We're going to get this nice and in there. This is a pretty well-seasoned cast iron skillet, so there's not a whole heck of a lot that needs to be done to it. Generally I'm going to go through and grease this after I wash it anyway, just to keep the seasoning going. This is a Lodge cast iron skillet. I've had it for probably about 25, 26 years. If you can imagine, before it was black, this thing was actually a nice, almost silverish color. So, yeah, it's gotten some serious use. And I'm proud of my cast iron because, well, I'm a short, heavy-set white guy. I don't have very many things to be happy about, but my cast iron, it sure as hell is one of them. Now that we got this all greased up, we're going to go ahead and kick on the oven. It is going to be done at, medium to medium high. I got an electric one. Unlike a lot of these things I see online, I don't have a gas stove. I have an electric one. So in this case, my stove says it is on 6. I personally like my eggs to be done this way. Low and slow is the way to go. You do it too hot, it's just going to go through and make it a mess. Yeah, it's going to cook it quick, but come on. We want good eggs. We don't want flimsy-ass eggs. So the way that I know that it's going to be good and ready is we're going to see this awesome bit of Crisco just go through and kind of get absorbed into the pan. That's going to give us that extra barrier to allow the eggs to kind of slide around. Again, if you've watched a lot of these, you've seen cast iron cooking. This is just me talking about cast irons in case you haven't, though you most likely have. Anyway, we're going to keep on letting this go and heat up. I will be back in a moment to go through and drop the eggs into the pan. As you can see, the pan has now gotten a little bit of that Crisco melted down, absorbing. It's got a nice shine to it. I can feel the heat rising off of it. So we're going to go ahead and crack our eggs right into the pan. Yeah, I need 2 hands to do this. Son of a... Anyway, we're going to do this, try and do it one-handed. I'm going to end up with eggshells in this. I guarantee it. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Well, hey, you know what? The yolk was going to get broken anyway. I'm not exactly sure what I was just showing you guys there, and obviously this is a low-budget production, so it is what it is. Apologies. There's the egg, and sure enough, I've got shell. Yay. I really need to do that with 2 hands. The second egg I'm going to go ahead and do off camera, and I'm also going to go ahead and get that shell out of there, which I don't feel like showing off the way to do this properly, so apologies, y'all. This one blew. Alright, so I got the shell out at this point, and we've got both eggs in now. Number 1, one-handed. Number 2, two-handed. Go figure. We're going to season this just a little bit with some salt and pepper. Pepper, just some regular ground black pepper. I mean, yeah, you can, if you get one of them fancy shakers, you can go ahead and do that. I don't. I just use whatever in the tin that you can buy at the grocery store. So in this case, it's just Meyer black pepper. Love pepper. Love it. Something about it is just like, good peppery. Salt. I'm going to use some iodized salt this time. Like I don't use it normally. We're going to do a little bit of iodized salt in there. Let's get some of that iodine. It's not a lot, it's just a little bit. Don't forget to leave some for the spirits. So that is the salt and pepper that's mixed in. We're going to let these eggs go through and rest a little bit. Then we're going to chop it all up, mix it up, and then we'll move on to the next ingredient. We're going to get chopping. And this is going to be the nice and break that yolk up. Get it all in there. Oh, look at that. And we got a little bit of stickage onto the pan. I did not get a good enough stick on there. The added bonus with the cast iron skillet, though, is that you can always use metal on it. You don't have to use just like a silicone or a wood or whatever. So use metal if you need to. Scrape away. It'll be happy. Well, not really happy. It'll work and not destroy your pan. I mean, Jesus. Think about it, folks. Silicone didn't exist for folks back in whenever the hell they started using cast iron skillets. I have no idea. Feel free to leave that in a comment if you actually know when the cast iron skillet or cast iron pan started being used. Is it medieval times? Is it Western times? Is it Neolithic times? Like, when the hell did cast iron skillet start becoming a thing? Was it something that was invented by Conan the Barbarian? Don't know. Could have been. I mean, there's this whole thing. Crom. Alright, I am way off track here. Again, it's not supposed to be sexy. This is going on a burrito. So, if you're expecting scrambled eggs, this is the scrambled eggs. I mean, I know how to make scrambled eggs. These are not scrambled eggs. These are just broken up eggs with salt and pepper. Time. We're going to cut these in half before we add them into the pan. So, just a nice good slice in through the middle, or just keep them nice. That way they kind of sit there. We want to go through and get the heat to go all the way through them, and, well, we don't need them to be all rolly. So I'm going to go ahead and set into chopping them in half. Not chopping them completely, just in half. We're not going to julienne them. We're just going to cut them in half. All chopped up in half. Man, I'm repeating myself. We're going to go ahead and toss these into the pan with our eggs. We're not looking to get a whole lot of cooking into these. These aren't going to be like crazy, like we're going to add brown sugar and butter to them. I think that would be a bit much. Maybe we'll try that in the future. I do have brown sugar and butter. No, we're not going to do it today. We're going to leave it as it is, because we're going to be adding salsa and rice and hot stuff, so... But just give it a little bit of heat through, so that they're not totally cold. So that really the combination of keeping the eggs hot, the carrots also a little warm, should be a nice mix. The only thing we really want to add that's going to be cold to this is going to be our Greek yogurt. Now that we got our eggs and carrots all mixed together and heated up, we're going to add some of that delicious black bean salsa. Hot. We'll go through and heat that through. It's about 3 scoops. Pretty hefty ones too, man. Probably should have used an actual measuring spoon, but instead that's just a regular spoon. So, yeah. 3 of those. 3 spoons. Teaspoons, not tablespoons. So, yes, I know 3 tablespoons would probably be a lot better, but I think the teaspoon's going to work out. So, single tablespoon or 3 teaspoons. Depends on how you want to do it. I like that salsa, but the one thing that I have found in having it is it can be kind of inconsistent in the heat level, and I like my food to be a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit more of a wake-up call in the morning, and throughout the day. So that's where the scorpion sauce comes into play. We're going to go ahead and add a few drops of scorpion sauce directly into this just to make things happen. Remember, when you heat up your sauces, it has a tendency to go through and bring the Scoville level down a little bit. So even though it says that it's like, 250,000 Scoville units of heat, adding the heat to it will go through and bring down some of that heat. It's not going to bring it down a lot, but, if you're not a fan of spicy, don't add this. If you love spicy, go for it. It is good stuff. So, again, less with the talking, more with the throw in that stuff. Again, I like it, so we're going to do, I think it was like 12 little dabs of it. So, we'll mix that all in. Add that up, because, why would you just want a bite of it just all at once, and then you're like, oh, where'd the rest of that go? Like, yeah, this isn't like, yeah, just kind of fold it in. Mix it up, fold it in, smash it, mash it, just like potatoes. Potatoes. Maybe next time we'll do something with potatoes. It's a good idea. Anyway, got that all mixed up. Next step is to go through and cook up the rice. I mean, come on, y'all. Do you really need to see me take the top off of it and put it in the microwave for a minute? Yes, of course you do. We're going to take the top off and put it in the microwave for a minute. Ooh, rice cup. Rice cup. Makeshift stand. There we go. Rice cup. Ooh, let's take the top off. That's right. Taking the top off of this thing like it was your prom date. There you go. Jalapeno rice. And we're going to take this from the stove. Microwave. The wonderful invention that was brought to us. Oh, we need to clean this microwave out. 1 minute. Oh, yeah. We are totally leaving this on. Look at that thing just spin around. Spin, spin, spin. Alright, it's like watching paint dry at this point. You get some awesome sound effects? I don't know. There's a reason why they call it Rice Krispies, and that's, because of snap, crackle, pop. But, come on, Minute Rice. wonder why I need to go through and clean the microwave out. It's things like this. Good God, am I making popcorn? No, I'm making rice. Ha 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 ha. Ooh, the rice is done. Look at that steaminess. Steaminess. Holy hell, that's hot. Let's move this back over. We're going to mix that all into our wonderful concoction, which is our eggs and carrots, because, you know, why the hell not? Yay! Rice in the stuff. Mix it in. There's a lot of rice, a lot of egg, a lot of carrots. Is this going to be a 1 burrito or a 2 burrito? Don't know. We'll figure it out in the end. I'm going to set the phone down. Mix it up. Then it is time to wrap it up. Alright, we got our burrito shell. Let's go ahead and prep the shell for what is hopefully going to be a tasty treat. We're going to go ahead and put our Greek yogurt directly on the shell and spread it. If you're going to be dainty, you can go ahead and skip this step and put your Greek yogurt on top of the burrito after you've gotten your filling into it. And then put your Greek yogurt on top and use a fork and knife to eat it. I am going to be eating this with my hands like a real man does. Just because it's going to be easier, and I don't feel like making any more of a dishes than I have to, because I've already made enough of a mess with the dishes that I've used. So we're just going to spread this up inside. This is giving us a nice layer of that. Again, it's a nice cold Greek yogurt. It spreads nice and easy though, which is really super awesome. Now that we've got it all spread, almost like we're getting ready to plaster a wall. I should have made a face out of it. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and put in our burrito filling. There's our filling. There's our burrito. Filling. Burrito. Alright, moment of truth. We can get that right on there. We can get it into a spot where we can get a good roll out of it. Because, you know, it's one thing to go through and have your burrito stuff right in the middle and mix it up, but it's another thing to be able to get a great roll out of it and hopefully not break the burrito and shell up as we do this. But I think we got a lot of stuff here. I'm pretty sure this one's going to break. Oh no, I may have to break out a knife and fork in order to eat this one. Oh. Bit by bit, it all gets on there. You shall see. It's almost like I know what I'm doing, but I really don't. I'm just pretending that I do. Oh, sweet burrito. Why burrito? Because, well, I don't know. Qdoba's good. Chipotle's good. Plenty of other burrito places that are not fast food are friggin' awesome. I mean, it's portable. It's something you can go through and take. It's like a pasty. There you go. It's a Tex-Mex pasty. If you know what the heck a pasty is, you might be in Michigan. Or Wisconsin. Take your pick. Alright, this is going to be tough to do. I'm going to have to do this one off camera because I need 2 hands to do this, and, well, this is some low budgetness going on here, so I'm going to have to wrap this off camera and show you the results. Stay tuned. Oh, there it is. All wrapped up. Snug as a bug. It burritoed. It burritoed. Yeah. I'm going to cut this in half. Take a bite out of it. Let's see if it's any good. Yeah, that's a good looking burrito right there. Nice and good filling. Let's go ahead and flip the camera around. You get to watch me take a bite and see if this is going to be good, bad, or horrible. Burrito tasting time! That's a good burrito. You can really get the flavor from the scorpion pepper, the black bean salsa. Really not getting the egg flavor at all. Jalapeno, onion. Definitely carrots. Carrots are giving it that kind of crunch. It's just really what this needed. Otherwise, it just tastes like mush. Good stuff. 10 out of 10. Would definitely do this again. Absolutely. For sure. Anyway, I'm going to eat the rest of this because it's fucking tasty. And you guys have yourself a wonderful day, weekend, whenever you watch this. And we'll see you next time on Daddy J's Will It Burrito. See you next time.